Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to St. Louis, Missouri, home of the Sabers, and site of tonight's OFL Season 47 Final Four playoff game between the expansion St. Louis Sabers and the Tremont Turks. As welcome on in, my friends. Glad to have you guys alongside for tonight's football showcase between Lamont Sabers and Trem's Turks. How's everyone doing here? Welcome on into St. Louis, my friends. Glad to have you guys alongside. And of course, the Sabers looking to do something historic here tonight. By punching their ticket to the Victory Bowl, they would become only the third expansion team in the history of the Old Football League to make it to the Victory Bowl in their first season, joining the Season 2 Raiders and the Season 19 Tuscaloosa Thunderbirds. But standing in their way is this Tremont Turk team, also a semi-expansion team, you could say, coming back to the league this season after a hiatus. And now looking to punch their ticket back to the Victory Bowl for the first time since Season 26. When they went with Rocky at the helm, they also won Victory Bowl 25 the prior season. The Turks looking here to reclaim where they were. And now, of course, just a couple moments away from a game here, which should be a good one. How is everyone doing here? Welcome on in, and let me know who you guys think will win in the chat here, as we are happy to have you here for tonight's game. Should be a lot of fun. Sabers coming in on as the number one seed in the heavy favorites, but the Turks have caught fire as of late and become maybe the hottest team in the Old Football League, and now are one game away, both of these teams, from Victory Bowl 47. So how is everyone here tonight? Glad to have you here. And welcome on in. Of course, should be a lot of fun. Sorry, the wrong key. So a trip to the Victory Bowl on the line. Yes, here we go. Winner will take on the winner of the Twisters and Vikings game tomorrow. So here we go. As kickoff here, about to get underway. I believe the Sabers will receive here to start off this game. And here we go. Winner will go to the Victory Bowl as we are underway now. In this kickoff return here for Lillard. And Lillard takes it ahead to the right side and take it down to the 26. And that will bring back out now the offense here of the St. Louis Sabers to start us off with the football here. So, of course, you see here Lamont and the gang starting off here from their own 26. We're set to see him get underway here. Lamont here takes a snap and rolls on out to the right side of Lamont now. Dropping on back here to the right side. Penalty marker down already, and I believe it's a dead play. So dead play already in the opening play of the game here from scrimmage. And we will check the marker. The winner, of course, to Cairo, Egypt, home of the Sphinx, and the site of the Victory Bowl. So the winner will advance to this grandest stage in the OFL. As Lamont now, after the penalty marker, check it on out here. St. Louis, again, the expansion team, trying to become only the third expansion team ever to make it to the Victory Bowl in their first season. Right side roll now for Lamont, having some time. Now goes on out to the left and drops on back and throws to the right side. It is caught by Jalen. Over the middle for a first down, ahead to the 34, and moves the sticks. And already in opponent's territory, big play for Lamont and the Sabers. On the opening play from scrimmage of the game, 4:33 to go in the opening quarter. Nice pass as he gets behind the defense. Ball at the 34. Waiting on it on the snap now as Lamont takes the snap and rolls on out left. Lamont now goes to the right side and having some time as Lamont forced on backwards and throws to the right. It's going to be caught there by Lillard ahead to about the 22-yard line. Brings up now a 2nd and 3. Second down and 3 for Lamont and the gang. Obviously starting off the game here very efficiently offensively. 2 big plays early on. One of them a very big play, another one of a good chunk play there. As now the left side roll here on the 2nd and 3. Goes out to the right side, and he's going to be forced on back by Ignite. As a receiver there, check down the left side. He's going to throw it. It's open, caught by Grab Savardo inside the 5, and Sabers draw first blood. Touchdown, St. Louis. As St. Louis gets the first touchdown, and they score now to make it now 6-0. Heist, good to see you, buddy. Oh, friend of the channel, Heist in the building. And of course, not only is Heist in the building, but Grab Savardo's in the end zone, and the kick is in the uprights. See, that's a W transition right there. That was a good transition. I was proud of that one. I did a bang-up job on that one. All right. Well, let me get my ego in check a little bit here. Now here goes the kick here. Trems will get his first shot of the ball here in St. Louis. See what the Turks offense can do here in just a moment. Return to the right side for Jactus, and Jactus ahead to about the 22. So now, here we go. Waiting on in is going to be Trems. Trems waits on in here. And of course, yes, it's brought to you by Roblox Sporting Network. Absolutely. As now Trems here. Drops on back to the right side, and Trems down. Goes on out left. And pressured by Grab Savardo, throws underneath to Ignite. Makes a defender miss. And gets a block. Could pick up a first down, and does. To the 40-yard line just beyond. First down picked up for the Turks. Good catch and run. The first down on the opening play there. See there, Mr. Magic Kamara. He was on the Victory Bowl winning Turks team. The previous 2 Turks teams that went to the Victory Bowl in season 25 and 26. And now trying to get back here with the Turks to the Victory Bowl again is Mr. Magic Kamara. Obviously a very different lineup across the board other than Mr. Magic Kamara on this Turks team from those season 25 and 26 teams. But Trems here, he also has some Victory Bowl experience back in season 34 with the win with the Nighthawks. Left side roll now for Trems. Might have a chance to go to the right side, not going to do so. And now Trems goes to the right side, going to be caught there by Ignite. And Ignite with the first down, and Ignite caught ahead to the 42 and taken down and forced out of bounds. With 3:21 to go now in the opening quarter. First down and 15 beyond midfield. Offenses both as solidly moving the football here early on. As now Trems going to step up and run. Trems, good run. Gets by Lamont for a gain of 9. Brings up now 2nd and 6. Ball sits at the 33.5-yard line. Trems goes to the left side. And Trems has a chance to throw down the middle. Going to do so. They're caught by Bawal. And Bawal taken out by Cooking Ramen. Of course, Trems here should not be feeling as nervous as he might think. He's been in this stage before, obviously even winning a Victory Bowl in that season 34 season with the Nighthawks. And now quarterbacking this Turk team here, which has caught fire down the stretch. A team that started off poor, but really even better than the record would suggest. They had to get through the play-in round. They're the 25 seed overall in the playoffs this season, but now 1 game away from the Victory Bowl. Quite the Cinderella story, but really, again, a team better than the record and seed would lead you to believe, despite the poor start. Most of those games were 1-score games against very good teams they're losing against. As the throw here from Trems to Jactus, the back corner of the end zone, is in for the touchdown. Obviously, the Turks, a lot of those 1-point games early on, they were seemingly in dogfights every single week, seemingly most of the time coming up on the wrong side of the bounce of the ball in those games. But now, here in a tie game, halfway through the opening quarter of a Final Four game with a trip to Cairo and the Victory Bowl on the line. Sabres will get their second shot of the ball here. 7-apiece game right now with 2:39 to go. The winner of this game will meet the winner of tomorrow's Vikings and Twisters game. Obviously, that game going to be a exciting matchup between 2 phenomenal football teams as well. But this one, a truly, truly great matchup as well. So Lamont now here coming out from the 15-yard line. Lamont, of course, known for going to 6 Victory Bowls. All 6 of them in a row in seasons 38, 39, 40. Winning those ones and then losing in season 41, 42, and 43. And now trying to get back to the Victory Bowl for the first time since season 43 here in season 47. Been quite a bit of a hiatus for Lamont as the throw to the left side caught by Alpha Santana. And Alpha Santana ahead to the 48. Obviously, no stranger to the Victory Bowl stage is Lamont in this Final Four stage as well. Last season also coming a game away from the Victory Bowl. And now this season hoping to finally get back in the Victory Bowl again and stake another claim to his legacy. Lamont now on the left side, forced on back, has a throw down the middle, not going to throw it yet. Now drops on back to the left side and throws the right side down the field, incomplete. And it brings up now a 2nd and 15 for the Sabers. Ball just shy of the midfield marker, ball at the 48. Turks defense really getting bailed out there. That was an open receiver, but Lamont just sailed the pass a little bit. Brings it now 2nd down 15 with 2:13 to go with the opening quarter. Lamont takes the snap and goes on out right side. Lamont now rolls on. Pressured on back to the left, goes on out right and throws to the left side, caught by Cook and Robin to the 25, 20. Cook and Robin still going to the 15, to the 10. And down at the 8-yard line is Cook and Robin. And the first down picked up for the Sabers, and 1st and goal now on the way for St. Louis. Great start here for the Sabers offensively. Not to expect anything less, but of course, executing on what was expected here is now Lamont here. Goes out on the right side, pressured on back. Ignite provides the rush, and he throws too far to the inside, incomplete on the left. Intended for the back corner of the end zone. And it looked like a miscommunication from the intended target now with a minute 51 to go now. 2nd down and goal from the 8. 2nd and goal, 8-yard line here for Lamont and the gang. Takes the snap, goes on out left side. And he's going to roll on, spin around back to the right, throw right corner, and grab Savardo, almost his 2nd score of the night. Now a 3rd and goal for the Sabers. Phenomenal start here for the Sabers, but 3rd and goal now on the way. Minute 40 to go now in the opening quarter. Lamont stands in the shotgun set, standing back at about the 7-yard line. Takes a snap, rolls on out right. Might have a lane to get to the corner. Tremont provides the rush. They force him on back. He's going to have to throw now. Ignite provides the rush on the right side, and gameplay on the left. Throw down the middle. It's going to be picked off by the Turks. And the Turks take the football away. Great pass rush there. You saw Lamont try to get to the outside, right side for the corner of the end zone. Trems is really the player who blew it up, forced him on back. That's a great play there, and that, personally, if I'm Lamont, I have to throw that one away. That was a ill-advised pass into double coverage. There was really no chance that was going to be complete. Best case scenario would have been that one falling harmlessly to the turf. As now Trems on the left side. I understand it was 3rd down, but I think that was a poor decision from Lamont. As now Trems here runs for a gain of 4, to bring him a 2nd and 11 now with a minute 18 to go now in the opening quarter. Obviously not the choice I would have made if I was Lamont there, but now Trems has the cards in his hand to take the lead here early, despite getting the ball 2nd. Throw up in the middle, wide open, is troubled inside the 30, still got the 25, still going to the 20, makes the defender miss, and inside the 20, the 16-yard line, the mark of the 17, 1st down picked up, and a huge play for the Turks, deep into Saber territory. Now the red zone here was where it gets tricky. You saw that for the Sabers just a couple plays ago. But now Trems here with a chance to take the early lead. Will be their first lead of the game here. Left side roll down for Trems. Has some time. Forced on back. Throws left side. Caught. Troubled. Touchdown. Turks in front. 13-7. And the Turks take the lead for the first time of the night. Ignite here. Gets the hold, Trems the kick. Kick is good to make it now 14-7. Again, reminder you guys are watching the Old Football League on Roblox Sporting Network Final Four. Winner of the game advances to Cairo, Egypt for Victory Bowl 47. A chance to meet the winner of the Vikings and Twisters playoff game tomorrow night. Obviously a huge game on the way here. 14-7 game right now with 48 seconds to go. As the high sky kick into the air will be taken on the left side by Lillard. Last possession not ending the way the Sabres wanted despite a very strong start. Moving the ball effectively, but ending in a red zone interception. And now Lamont has to get back out the offense going here to hope that they can move the ball effectively. 42 seconds to go now, opening quarter, 14-7 ball game. Turks lead the Sabres. Right side roll for Lamont down on the right side, goes out left. And Lamont now has a chance to throw it down the middle there. He's going to throw it down left side as he slants over the middle there. Grabs Savardo, tight ropes the sideline, taken up by Jacktis for a gain of about 11 yards. Brings it now 2nd down to 4 with 33 seconds to go. Grabs Savardo there with a great play there. Looked down the middle, slanted over the middle there for the first down. Or not the first down, excuse me, for the good open on the left side to get a big play. Extra blocker here is Savardo. Now he peels on out. Left side roll for Lamont. Has a chance to go up top. Deep ball right side is where it's going to go with it. It could be a touchdown. It is! Cooking Ramen! Touchdown! Sabres extra point away from tying up this football game. And you saw him wide open there. Even the commentator saw him. And I don't have an eye as a quarterback, but even I knew that was wide open. Busting coverage there. And now Lamont's kick ties the game up at 14 apiece. Well, an eventful opening quarter, to say the least. 14 apiece in this one. Again, guys, you guys are watching the Old Football League Final Four playoffs on the Roblox Sporting Network. And again, 14-14 here. As early on, it's been a doozy of a game. Do the kids still say doozy? I hope they do, as now the left side lateral here to Trems, and Trems to the 25-40. Excuse me, to the 45-50. Still to the 45-40. Still to the 35. And across the 35. Huge kick return. And that is unbelievable. Almost a touchdown on the board for the Turks there. And the Turks have come to play tonight. Aggressive on that one, on the lateral kick return. Trems now rolls on out left. Last play of the opening quarter. He's going to feel the heat from Savardo. Forcing on back. Throws left side of the end zone. Touchdown! And the Turks back in front. 20-14. Will be a little touchdown pass on the left side there. Makes it now 20-14. Extra point on the way here. Ignite to hold. Trems to kick. Gameplay to snap. Snap, good hold. And the kick is good. Makes it now 21-14. The Turks again lead the Sabers. So far, a phenomenal start to this game here for the two offenses. And we'll say here while we're waiting on the second quarter to begin, if you guys have any questions, feel free to hashtag Ask King of the chat. So far, a great game here so far. And I kind of had to say, going into it, when the matchup was first revealed, I kind of had the Sabers in this one. But as the week rolled on and played out, I kind of felt the Turks have been kind of a team of destiny, a Cinderella team, and I feel like the Turks might be the team to beat in this OFL playoff round. They might very well be the best team in the playoffs left. I feel like they're just red hot, Cinderella, destiny, whatever you want to say. But man, they are having a phenomenal playoff run, and now have the Sabers here down by 7. Left side roll now for Lamont with 4:50 to go. Throw right side caught by Lillard. The Sabers, though, have been really the best team wire to wire this season. Just unbelievably dominant. But they can't let the wheels fall off here near the finish line. 4:46 to go now. Lamont on the left side. Spins around. Rolls on out right. Ignite. Gets blocked up there. And now gameplay provides the rush. Lamont's in trouble. Throws left side. Nice pass is caught. And caught ahead to the 35-30. Still go to the 25. And down the sideline to the 19-yard line. And taken down at the 19. But a huge play. You see there, Lamont feels the heat, gets rid of it. It's a big play. Good pressure, but the coverage not able to hold up here. And you're seeing here just the unselfish play of the Sabres team. The red zone's where they have struggled tonight. Can they force another takeaway here in the red zone? Trems providing a good coverage underneath on grab Savardo. Lamont's going to be forced way back. He's going to probably throw this one away, and he does. Smart decision. After he already threw one pick in this area of the field earlier. They got to watch here what they're going to do. They got to get to the 4-yard line for a first down. That's exactly what you want to do here. If I'm playing defensive end, I am not over pursuing here. If I'm going to be Ignite in gameplay, I'm going to force him back. Just force him back. Do not over pursue. Do not let him break containment. Here's what you want to do. You want to force him left and make him work his way backwards. Make it a tough throw on him. Make him force a toss-up. Don't over pursue. This is smart. Yep, force him back. Yep, this is exactly what you want to do. Force him to the sideline. Force an incompletion. That's exactly what you want to do there if you're the Turks. And that's 3rd and 15. And I wouldn't be surprised if you see the same thing. You're going to see. Hold the outside. Do not over pursue. Force him back. Do not let him beat you. Because if he gets time, that's when the dangerous plays can start happening. You want to cover up close to the line. You want to make sure that it's going to be a long throw to the end zone. If it's a long throw to the end zone, then it's going to be a toss-up and you have a chance to get a takeaway. Wouldn't be surprised if they do the same thing here again. And they do. Smart play by the defensive ends, not over pursuing. The throw down the middle is going to be caught. Going to be just shy of the first down. So now you force a 4th down. And now the run play is open here for Lamont. And that's what you want here for your Lamont. Because now they can't force you back as easily because you can take the run lane. So now they have to kind of pursue here on you. And if they're going to, not over pursue, you can just take it. Goes on out right side, and it's exactly what you're thinking, but then collapse on it well. 4th down and 2. Lamont forced on out right. Feels the heat. 3.5 to go. Throw left side. End zone intercepted by Jactus. Smart play from the Turks. That is well disciplined, well coached. Unbelievable play there from the Turks. You see there across the board, they didn't break containment. You don't want to over pursue there. That's exactly what they did. And they had that going their way. When you're in the red zone, that's where it gets so tough, because it just limits the amount of space for your receivers. And they're playing phenomenal red zone defense tonight. They're not letting anything get open in the red zone. And they're playing smart defensive line, smart coverage, making good switches. They're playing perfect defense right now. Trems now. Goes on out right. Penalty marker, I believe it's going to be against the Turks here for an illegal snap, if I had to guess. And yes, it's coming on back for an illegal snap. Illegal snap there on the Turks. And now, we bring up 2nd and 19 with 3:06 to go. Well, the Turks here have a 7-point lead. Get the ball to start the second half. So you want to be interested to see how they run the clock here, because this is huge. If you could score here before the half and get the 2-possession lead in the locker room, you can really be in the driver's seat to punch your ticket to Cairo. Clock bleeding on down. Inside it now, 2:50. They'll probably take it here. Sabres have to start thinking about timeouts defensively, because the Turks here hold the cards. Left side roll now for Trems, and Trems rolls on out backwards to the left side, and Trems throws left side, caught by Jactus, out of bounds. They force it away, incomplete. Great coverage from the Sabres. They had to get that one, and they did. And they'll be forced to punt now. Sabres had to get this ball back if they wanted a chance in this game. The Turks were really just starting to give it to them, and they shut the door on that just a little bit. Here we go now. Kick taken by Cooking Ramen. And now, we will see here the Sabres with the football. So here comes Lamont, who rolls on out right. Pressured on to the left. And again, good play to force him back. And the throw down the middle is caught by Lillard. That's exactly what you see there, though, from the Turks. They're playing very smart. And phenomenal play by the Sabres defensively there as well. Forcing the throw there towards the sideline where you have a chance to force them out, and that's exactly what they did. They played a perfect drive there defensively for the Sabres last drive. The penalty killed the Turks, and the Sabres played it perfectly. And that's what you expect here from a Final Four game. You expect this high level of play on both sides of the ball, and we're seeing that. It's not bad offense tonight. It's great defense. And, it's not often you get to say that in the OFL these days, where it's like, oh, it's just bad offense. No, this is good defense, and that's what you want to see. Right side roll now for Lamont. Has room. Runs middle, spins out of a hit, and take it out to 31. With a minute 56 to go, 2-minute warning now. The 21-14 game. 2-minute warning. Now it's Lamont here standing on in. Stands back at about the 37-yard line in the shotgun formation. 5 seconds on the play. Clock bleeds it on down. Takes a snap. Runs left side. And Lamont going to get about 2 or 3. Marking for a gain of 4, actually. Bring it down with 3rd down and 7. Minute 54 to go. Second quarter. Not long before halftime here. Lamont stands on in. Stands at about the 34-yard line. Ball sits currently at the 27. They got to get to the 24 for a first down. 3rd down and 3 with a minute 38 to go. Throws, screen pass, middle caught by Jalen. And Jalen with a first down ahead to the 21-yard line. And picked up and taken down by the defense. But not before he picks up a first down. And now the Sabres here should be able to run some clock here. And this is a huge possession because the Turks do get the ball to start the second half. So you don't want to be trailing going to the locker room. Because if you are, the Turks have a chance to really slam the door shut. And that's why that last defensive series for the Sabres was so important, because I would have told you if the Turks scored and drained the clock and they were up 28-14 at the half getting the ball, it might have been bad news Bears. But now the Sabres are very much in this game. Here's the throw to the outside right side. Is caught, taken down inbounds Clock will run with a minute 11 as the ball is down to the 16-yard line. And now, Lamont here waiting on in. Waits in on the snap. And Lamont with a minute 3 to go. Waits on in. Of course, a huge drive here on the way for this St. Louis Sabers team. Throw right side, crossfield, almost taken away by Trems, but grabs Savardo with a good concentration catch. Bring up a 3rd down and 7 now. And this is where they've made their money here, the Turks, tonight. Again, 3rd and 7. I don't think the run lane's open, so you force them back. This is what you want to do. You've seen it tonight from here from the Turks. They're going to force them back. Ignite and gameplay. Just force them back. Don't let them break containment. Make a tough throw on him. Don't get with the run lane. Yep. Now you force him back. Do not over-pursue here. Throw middle, caught by grab Savardo with a 1st down. That's what you were a little worried about there, but again, better than over-pursuing and giving up the touchdown. 1st down and goal now for the 5. And the Sabres have to be considerate of the clock here because throw down the middle is going to be caught there. Run. It's going to be taken down to 1. Yeah, so you got to be careful of the clock here because if you run out of time, that's just backbreaking here. 3 timeouts both sides. Clock inside of 10 seconds. Touchdown for the Sabres. Lamont gets it on in with time to spare. 8 seconds to go. Man, we got a classic here going on. 21-20. Extra point to tie this one up. Ali to snap. Alpha to hold. Lamont to kick. Snap. Good hold. Kick is good. Good operation across the board. Makes it now 21 apiece. And the Final 4 game winner advances to Cairo to take on the winner of the Twisters-Vikings game, which will be held tomorrow night. Right now, 21 apiece here. The Sabres looking to make history as only the 3rd expansion team ever to make it to the Victory Bowl, matching the Season 2 Raiders and Season 19 Tuscaloosa Thunderbirds. The Raiders came up short in their Victory Bowl, and of course, the Thunderbirds in Season 19 won their Victory Bowl. Now waiting on in here. Yes, how is everyone doing here? As now, Trems here dropping on back. Last play of the half is going to end in a sack. So that will bring us to halftime. 21 apiece. Expected a classic. We're getting it so far. It's been a fun one. What a game. What an unbelievable game. You have to love what we've seen so far. One second, just reshouting the stream here. And now, second half here as Trems and the Turks get the football. 21 apiece. Good game so far. So here we go now. Waiting on in is Trems. Rolling on out to the right. Having some time on the right side. Under pressure. Now throws out the middle. Going to be caught there by Troubled. And Troubled. Go to the right. Decent gain. And now across to the 29. A huge gain again. And the offense again continues to move the ball here. Offenses here on both sides of the football clicking, but of course the defense is playing phenomenal football as well here tonight as both sides looking to make it to Cairo. As Trems here, great run, Trems still going inside the 10, down to the 9. And now the Turks face where the Sabers have had their difficulties here, the red zone inside the 10-yard line. Where the Sabers have had their difficulty, now the Turks, one of the first times having their ball inside the opponent's 10. See how the Turks can handle it. Sabers have struggled with that tonight, but the Turks fare better. Throw down the middle, going to be caught there, troubled! Touchdown, Turks! And the score is now 27-21. Beautiful touchdown there over the middle there. Trems to Troubled. And Troubled has had himself a phenomenal night on the way here. As the score is now 28-21. How is everyone doing here? We are glad to have you guys here. As of course, 4:10 to go now in this third quarter. And now Lillard return to the left side ahead to the 15-20. And Lillard is taken down at the 21-yard line, which will bring out now the offense here of the Sabers, down by 7. 28-21, 4:05 to go. Lamont now, it's going to be on the right side, goes on out left. And Lamont here, rolls on out left side. Dropping on back, throws to the right side. It's going to be down the field, 1-on-1 coverage, intended for Cooking Ramen, incomplete, good coverage from the Turk defensive back. Now 2nd and 15 here. Coming up for Lamont. With 3:52 to go now in the third quarter. As the Sabers got the ball first, but have gotten stopped twice tonight. They only stopped the Turks once, but are still only a touchdown away from tying up this game despite... Excuse me. Yeah, no, they stopped the Turks once. Okay, I know what I'm talking about. Of course, Lamont, 2 interceptions on the night, uncharacteristic for him. Trem so far has played a clean sheet, but the big difference is the forced punt. The throw to the right side is going to be caught there. For a decent gain ahead of the 49 beyond the midfield marker. With about 3.5 to go in this third quarter. Lamont now has the roll out to the left side. Now peels on out to the right. Ignite in gameplay again, forcing him backwards. And they're playing smart here. They are not over pursuing for the sack here as he throws to the left side. Caught by Jalen inside the 20. And Jalen ahead to the 17-yard line. But now where the Sabers have struggled tonight is in this red zone. Can the Turks' red zone defense continue to play sharp here? First down and 15 from the 17-yard line. And they are, of course, just shy of an goal-to-go situation. As now waiting on in here is going to be Lamont here. 1 second. As now, 2nd down and 2. As now waiting on in here with a 3rd down and 1. For Lamont. 3:04 to go. They're down and 1 with 3:01 to go. Now Lamont. Here is going to... We're down in here, 2:51 to go. Rolls on out left side. He's going to run for a 1st down. I cannot. Jesus Christ, I can't type. I am actually very intelligent, I promise. As now, Lamont here with a 2nd down goal, just shy of the goal line. I promise I'm very smart and I'm very good at my job. I might be lying to you, by the way. 2nd down goal now. Lamont going to run out the middle for the touchdown for the Sabers. He makes the score now. (27-28). So now, 28-27. I think the extra point is no good. Apologies for the distraction there, folks. It's now 28-27, 2:27 to go in the third quarter. Grab Savardo will be the one to kick it back. And, okay, this is going to be the biggest nitpick I've ever made in my life. So I'm going to ask you guys to bear with me. Can we... This is the most pedantic thing I think I've ever complained about. But... the X for the kicker is at the 30-yard line, and we kick from the 35 now. Can we put the X at the 35? Is that too much to ask? Probably, but at least I know that. You know, the thing is, at least I know it's a stupid ask. And isn't that what counts? The answer is no, by the way. 2:27 to go now, third quarter. In what has been a 28-27 game. As of course. In here. As now, we're reviewing here for a stack on the extra point. So in the meantime, if anyone has any questions, feel free to hashtag AskKana. Also, do ask that you bear with me here for 1 second. It is very hot. So, 1 second. I had to take my sweatshirt off or I was going to actually combust into flames. So now 28-27 here. And the Turks will kick the ball. Excuse me, the Sabers will kick the ball to the Turks, assuming the extra point remains no good. If not, for the double stack review, it will be a redo of the kick, and the Sabers will have a chance to tie up this football game. Right now the score 28-27. It's been a phenomenal matchup so far. Of course, been a fun game here tonight for sure. Of course, we've had to enjoy the matchup that we've had. It continues to be a lot of fun. We will see here. So now, we wait on in for the review here. It's been a lengthy review. Apologize for that. In the meantime, let's, I guess, get the aerial cam. Ooh. Right now, 28-27. And been a really fun one here. So, interestingly enough, and not that any of you guys are going to care, but very recently, for the first time in my life, I actually needed some stitches. So that was fun. That's sarcasm, by the way. It was not fun. But, luckily, I am now, no longer, needing the stitches, so I was able to get those taken out recently. So that was really interesting. I guess they're going to get to redo the kick here. So, still Saber football. So let's see here. So Lamont's kick is going to be good. So now 28 apiece. So we got a tie game here, third quarter action. And both teams playing phenomenal football. I just think, unfortunately, you know, it's become a busier time. I think a lot of the community that does it, unfortunately, has grown up. I mean, I know myself. I mean, I'm 26. I mean, you know, I admit that I can't do the streams the way I used to. I'm holding on by a thread, you could say, but it is okay. You know, it's having a lot of fun here. But I mean, you know, again, it's 11:15 on a Wednesday night, and the reality of the situation is, unfortunately, people get older. People do grow older, and they have things that they need to do in their life or responsibilities. And I do think that you know, that's not a bad thing. But one thing that is good to see is that people still are tuning in, and they do love it. As the touchdown here for the Turks, that was a lengthy touchdown there. That's what I get for yapping the whole time. Guess I shouldn't have done that. So now 34-28. One of the way here. Ignite to hold, Trems to kick. Gameplay to snap. And here we go. And this kick is good. So we'll kick here. Let's make it now 35-28. Kick here. Head to the left side to Lillard, and Lillard headed to 21. So now the offense back out of the field here. First down to 15 here for the Sabers. Down by 7 again. Minute 58 to go. Here in this. It's been a fun one so far. As wait on in. Your first down to 15. As the roll to the left side here for Lamont. The first and 15 with a minute 50 to go. Throws on out left side, caught by Sabardo, and Sabardo. It's a good gain ahead there for a first down picked up. Of course, we are nearing the fourth quarter here of a game which has lived up to the hype. Both teams playing great football. The Turks really had the upper hand at the point in this game, but they've let the Sabers crawl back into this one, or claw their way, pun intended. But now, throw left side, caught by Cooking Ramen, and Cooking Ramen ahead to the 31. Of course, you look here at this Saber team who has looked incredible in this game. Of course, been the best team in the league, probably wire to wire this season. Top to bottom, continue to play great football. So roll out now to the right side for Lamont, throws down the middle, incomplete. And it brings up now his second and 15. Lamont trying to get to that 7th Victory Bowl appearance. I don't think many QBs can say that they've done that. I think off the top of my head, maybe Sean, Kelvin, and maybe Relly are the only other quarterbacks to make it to that many. Even Relly, I gotta think about that. Is he 2-5 or is he 2-4 in the Victory Bowl? I have to think about that one. It was season 23, season 25, 27, 31, 33, 39. I think only 6 times he's been. Unless I'm missing one in there. Distinctly possible. Rolling out, right side throw is caught. And head. And outside. We have now a second down and 5 here for Lamont. Oh, is Lamont out of the game? come out of the game? Is this a... Did he, I'm confused here. Did he change his username? What the heck? Throw down the middle is going to be incomplete. Yeah, someone's naming people. Okay. Can we not do that in a championship game, folks? Yeah, I couldn't remember off the top of my head if it was a 6 or 7 that he made. No pun intended. I couldn't remember if it was 6 or 7 victory bowls that he'd gone to for Raleigh there. Lamont obviously went to 38, 39, 40, won those ones, and lost 41, 42, 43. That's easy enough to remember because they're all in a row. Right side roll now for Lamont. Steps up now to the left. Way forced on back. Throws right side. Caught. Brings up a 4th down and 2 now. 31 seconds to go. Kelvin obviously went to 17. Yeah, I know. I messed up on that one. Kelvin went to 17, 19 with the Thunderbirds. I've mentioned that one quite a bit tonight. Obviously, is an expansion team that made it. Sabers trying to match that. 20, won all 3 of those. Lost season 22. Won season 26 against the Turks. Another game that was been mentioned a couple times tonight. Lamont now going to step up and run, get the 1st down. Just shy. So 27, which he won. 29 and 30, which he won in 37. Yeah, so that's 7 and 1. Right up the middle there is going to be Lamont. Is he in? Yes! Touchdown, Sabers. You know, I was actually talking about this today at my job. So, you know, you can call me a nerd all you want, and it's probably because it's true. But I was actually talking about this, and if you know me, in my real life, the people in my real life know that I stream Roblox. It's not like a secret. I mean, I'm very open about it. I stream Roblox football. I'm very open about that. So, like, most people at my work know that I stream Roblox football. They know what I do. They know that this is what I do. And I do it at night. So, I was actually talking about this today at work, and I said to my friend, and I go, you know, it's funny because if I were to die, I feel like a lot of the history of the league would go with me because I don't have a lot of this stuff written down. I just kind of have it in the top of my head. Because if you know me, I have a very good long-term memory. I have the worst short-term memory you will ever see in your life. But I have a phenomenal long-term memory. I can recite the winner and stats of like every Super Bowl and Victory Bowl off the top of my head like it's nothing. But then you ask me, what did you do 5 minutes ago? Like, what room were you in? I'd be like, I was even home? I thought I was at work. It's like, dude, that was like 5 hours ago. News to me. It's like genuinely nuts how bad my short-term memory is for how good my long-term memory is. Left side run here for Trems is going to get ahead for a decent gain on the 1st down. 4:50 to go now in this 4th quarter. An interesting play here. Yeah, he's made 5, looking for a 6. I know that because 35, and then the 4 of the last 5 he's been to, because it was 43, where he beat Lamont last season, which was 46, 45, which he won, because that was with the Twisters against, who did he play in 45? The Firecats, right, in Tokyo, and then the 40, was it 44? No, was it 44? 44 was... Wait, has he been in the last 4? Am I losing my... Yeah, he's been in the last 4. Yeah. I knew that. But he's won 3 of the last 4. That's what I'm thinking. How's it going, Cabby? Good to see you. Right side roll here now for Trems. Throwing right side. Jactus. Touchdown, Turks. And they lead now by... what is it? Math here. They lead by 7. Oh, bad snap! Oh my god, bad snap. You can't afford that. Sheesh. Ball. Yeah, I mean, the Turks defense has been phenomenal tonight. And I said, when I looked at this game, when I first looked at the matchup, when I first saw it, I'm like, oh yeah, the Sabers got that one. But then I kind of looked at it, and I said, wow, the Turks. I watched all their games, both of them leading up to it. I'm like, the Turks look like they're on fire. They're the hottest team in the league. And honestly, as good as the Sabers have been, wire to wire this season, if I'm the Twisters or Vikings, I want to avoid the Turks at all costs because of how hot they are. They are the hottest team in the league. Yeah, I mean, I feel like... No, I don't think there's another... I don't think there's a conversation about number one yet, Parker. I have him ranked about the third or fourth range now. I probably have Lamont at number 2 for right now. If he wins... If Bailey wins this season, he goes into my number 2 spot. But he's got some room to go. I think he needs at least 6 before I can even start entertaining the conversation for now. But I feel like you need at least 6 probably, because this would be his 4th. So I think you would need 2 more after this to even start having the conversation. Now the right side roll now for Lamont. First time back to the right side, throws left, caught by Graham Savardo. Caught on the outside and picks up a gain ahead for a first down ahead to the 48. I will say, and you can quote this. I know you guys are going to quote this, and I don't want to do it yet. So I've been wanting to do OFL top 10 lists, like on my opinion on like players and coaches and all that. But as the throw left side, caught by Cooking Ron with a touchdown. I will say this right now, and you can quote this. The reason I have not is because I'm waiting for Season 50. Season 50, I will do that. MVPs don't really mean anything to me. I hate to say it, Parker. MVPs don't do anything for me. I've never really been one to care about that. If you value that, that's great. I'm all for that. It doesn't mean anything to me. Oh, incomplete, so it's going to be a 1-point game still. Yeah, that was a, well, hell of a throw the play before, Cabby, but, oh, a miss on the 2. I mean, that's a bad miss on the 2-point conversion. Just really, really bad on that. That's, inexcusable. Again, awards in general don't really mean anything to me, Parker. Open the chat. I got you. I like to keep it closed early. But yeah, in a close game like this, I'll open the chat. But yeah, no, I mean, awards don't really mean anything to me. To me, you know, you can put up great numbers. You can win awards. But to me, it's about playing your best in the playoffs and winning championships. That's what really is going to separate the good, even great players from the legends. And, you know, that's where a big thing. And you can say victory bowls, oh, playoff wins, all that. That's a team accomplishment. But, I mean, the quarterback is a huge part of that. And you see that here tonight with the way Trems is playing. I'm shocked the Sabers did not go for the onside here. Yeah, I mean, you see them in the chat saying, I don't think they're going to have time for 2 onsides. And I honestly don't. I am baffled by the decision to not kick the onside there. That might be enough to get the Turks to really take command of this. 3:06 to go now. Bleeding the clock inside of 3 minutes. And Trems is really close to his 2nd victory bowl. Turks, their 3rd, of course. Upside roll now for Trems. Whatever lane to just run. I think that's what he'll do. He's got a wide open lane. Trems cuts to the inside. First down. 2:47 to go. And the clock is becoming a factor. It's working against the Sabers. My, oh my, do we have a doozy here? Do the kids still say doozy? Absolutely not. Do I care? Also no. Yeah, I don't understand the decision to not onside there. I really don't. And again, the Turks are the team I think you have to fear if you're the Vikings and the Twisters. They have been hot. I mean, they are a team that came on in, and again, their record, 3-4, coming into the playoffs, the 25 seed. It looked like they were dead in the water most of the season. But they have come out in this playoff run, and they have played their best football of the year, and they got hot at the right time, and they're a team that's much better than that record suggests. They were losing games to some of the best teams by single points consistently. The ball just didn't bounce their way. And sometimes that's what happens in the games of the regular season. The balls don't bounce your way. But here in the playoffs, it is absolutely bouncing the Turks' way. 2 minutes away from Cairo. Yeah, it's 30 yards away from a touchdown, which would extend the lead. Yeah, I agree with Bailey, though. Bad position for wasting. Minute 55, throw right side into traffic. Incomplete, intended for Mr. Magic Kamara. Still 3 timeouts for the offense of the Turks. Minute 55 to go. And decisions. What you want to do here if you are the Turks. Left side roll now going on outright. And Trems now. Throws down the middle of the field. Caught. Touchdown. Kamara. Yeah, they're saying maybe go for 2 here. Make it 2 possessions. You risk it. Sometimes you got to be gutsy and on this stage, man. You got to maybe have the guts here to go for 2. Do they do it? No, they go for 1. I think the 1's the right call. You can say go for 2. You could end it. But I like that we're going for 1 there. Because now even if you give it the touchdown, you can still stop them on the 2 and win this game. You make it that much harder versus if it's a 7-point game. Now you put the power in the Sabers' hands to either win the game with a 2 or kick the 1 to tie. And now you make them have to go for 2. So now you know what they're going to do. And you also, beyond that, not only do you know what they're going to do, but you then, proceed to, make them have to convert it. Yeah. Here we go. 48-40 with 1:42 to go. Parker, I can't speak on that. That is not my jurisdiction. My jurisdiction is to commentate the games and root for the best game possible, and we've gotten that here tonight. It's been a phenomenal game. That's all I can say, Parker. I can't speak on that because I genuinely don't know. I don't want to say I don't care, but in the moment, I don't care. In the moment, I'm hoping for a good game. I will let the Justice Department deal with what they need to deal with. Minute 25 to go now. Still 3 timeouts for both sides. Lamont waits on in for what is a huge snap. Now the right side roll throw is caught by by Jalen, and just shy of the first down. 2nd and inches, minute 6 to go. The Sabers are going to have to score and get the 2. If they don't, the Turks will head to Cairo, assuming no onside kick shenanigans. But if so, we play on, maybe into overtime even. 48 seconds to go now. Lamont now on the right side. Rolls on out left. And Lamont goes down the middle. It's going to be caught there by the receiver head to the 20-yard line. And now, here we go. Hey, again, that is not my jurisdiction. I will leave that to the people in charge of those decisions. Now Lamont here with 25 seconds to go. Waits on in. Steps up down the middle and going to get taken down. And it looks like this one, they're going to probably not get the ball back to the Turks. Here we go now. Left side for Lamont. Goes on out right. Lamont throws right side. Incomplete. 15 seconds to go now. Here's the thing. If it comes, it's 3rd down now, so, you got to get at least a gain here. You got to feel that you got to get some decent here. And you still got to get the 2 afterwards. 3 timeouts both sides. Lamont throws middle, caught Jalen. Touchdown, 9 seconds to go. And now the biggest 2-point conversion in the history of the Sabres organization. Not that that's a high bar in their first season, but still, this is for a trip to Cairo. They don't even bother acting like they'll kick, as Lamont here goes on out left. 48-46, Ignite has the rush here. They force him back. It's good rush, throw right side, as a receiver. It is caught for the 2. 9 seconds to go, and Lamont ties this game. How many times have we seen that happen? Lamont go down the field with about a minute left, maybe less, maybe a little more, and tie or win a game. And we see it here again. It seems like it's always in the Final Four stage. It feels like he just loves the adrenaline of these games. And 9 seconds to go. Trems now has the game on the line here. Is now Jactus on the run to the right side. Taken down. 5 seconds to go. And we might very well see overtime. Not on my bingo card. But if so, let's see if we want to go a little longer. Throw right side is going to be caught there by Ignite. And Ignite taken down with 2 seconds. Timeout, Turks. So this is now a Hail Mary, which would be for the game. For a trip to Cairo. You see their athleticism. He's giving them the ideas here. Well, I think you know what time it is. 2 seconds to go. Tie game. This is crunch time now. 2 seconds to go. Ice in the veins for Trems. Or will the Sabres force overtime? 48 apiece. It's lived up to the hype, this one. Here we go. Trems now. Waiting on the time in. 2 seconds left in this game. Time in called. And the Turks now. Wait on in. Trems now on the right side. This for a trip to Cairo. They have good blocks. Don't go into the end zone. Don't risk it. It's sacked by Alpha Santana. And we head to overtime. This was not on my bingo card. I have work in now less than 5 hours. But that's okay. What can you do? Overtime. Guys, let everyone know that we are here. Wow. This is what you want. This is what you want, boys. Unbelievable overtime game now. Turks and Sabers. With a chance to go to Cairo. Well, might not be at this point. Gabby, that might have gone by the wayside. But, I mean, I wouldn't want it any other way. Not with a game like this. Hit the ball first. Just like they did in regulation. OFL overtime rules, very similar to that of the college football system that we have currently. Just kickoffs in full field. So here we go now. Now, the Turks here. Kick it to the Sabers. It's pretty much a new game. Lamont's had experience in some big playoff games in the past. And here we go now. Kick return to the left side, taken down at the 25. Like I said, he's had experience in some big overtime playoff games before. Most notably Victory Bowl 42, where Lamont's Warriors fell shy to the Rams. The 3-time Victory Bowl champion now here is in OT. Right side roll now for Lamont. Feels the heat on the left side. Throws right. Caught by Alpha Santana. And taken down for a gain of 12. Now 2nd and 3 on the way. How's everyone doing here again, by the way? Welcome on in. It's been a heck of a game so far tonight. As the throw right side got by Jalen, and Jalen, good gain ahead. And he picks up a big gain into deep in opponent's territory across the 25 to the 23. See Alpha Santana saying, we need a hero. Calling the old Bonnie Tyler song here. See if they can get it here. Right side roll now going on now to the left. Twist on back. Well, Lamont throws to the right side. Caught by Cooking Ramen on the outside. Gain of 12. 4:20 to go in this overtime playoff game. Obviously, remember the way that Victory Bowl 42 game ended. With Lamont rolling back too far in the 2-point conversion. The throw to the end zone. Here's for the touchdown. I mean, here's the thing. With the Sabers getting the ball first, they have the decision here if they want to kick or go for 2. But now you gave the decision to the Turks, where the Turks, I mean, if you kick this one, if they kick this one, the Turks are going to have a chance to win it with a 2. I wouldn't be surprised. You didn't see them go for 2 last time at the end of regulation with a chance to go up 2 possessions. I think, and you know me, I'm fairly cautious with my decisions. I'm usually not one to say, oh, I'd go for 2 in these spots. If I'm the Turks here, this is for the right to go to the Victory Bowl. You got to go for 2. If you score here, you go for 2, and you win this thing. But first you need to get a total of 81 yards down the field into the goal line. Ball sits at the 19 for Trems. Overtime, number 1. Touchdown. We'll give them 6 points, extra point would tie it. 2-point conversion would win it in this overtime matchup. Turks hold the cards now in terms of the decisions they want to make. Trems now rolls on out to the left side and has some time. Trems throws. No, not going to do so. Instead runs, now throws. And it's incomplete. That would have been an off to the races play. They would have had a huge play. Wow, yeah. You saw there, Trems had a lane to run, threw it at the last second. I wasn't sure what he was going to do. He did everything you could think of. Run, throw, not throw, and you name it. But regardless now, 2nd and 15 here for Trems. And now Trems throws to the left side. Going to be caught there by Titan. Good gain ahead across the 45 to the 46. So now 1st and 15 here, 3:40 to go. Overtime action. I don't know, I say 3:40 to go. Clock is not a factor. I'm so used to reading it. Habits, guys, habits. For 1st and 15 now from the 46. Just shy of midfield. Turks here have the football. Left side roll now for Trems. And Trems now. So now to the left. Might have a lane to step up and run. We'll throw left side. Incomplete again. They're going for those sideline passes. And the sideline passes tonight been hard to come by against the Saber defense. They forced them out now 3 times on those big sideline plays, including one of them earlier in the game, which forced an auto punt, which really was a huge difference in the game. They had a chance to go up by 2 scores before the half, getting the ball to start the second half. Instead, it was a tie game at halftime. That was really a 14-point swing. The throw left side, really a 21-point swing when you really think about it. That's maybe the play of the game when they forced him out there earlier. Throw to the left side is caught there ahead to about the 26. And now a 1st and 15 here for the 26. Red zone is where the offense gets tough. Limited room for the receivers here. And we'll see what they can do here as now Trems waits on in. Trems takes the snap and goes on out of the right side. Now rolls on out to the left. Trems feels the heat on back, goes on out left side, has a chance to throw the check down, throws right side. It's got by Ignite. Take that by Lillard. For gain without no gain. 2nd and 15 now. Again, I feel like the Turks they're getting a little gassed here. I feel like if it comes to it, you got to go for the 2 here. Pressure's in from Graham Savard as well as Ali. Now rolling on out right is Trems. Everything's covered up well, but he finds Jactus! Back of the end zone, knocked away! Out of bounds again! And for the 4th time, a force out. Wow. I'm going to say it, and you know, you can call me biased and maybe a prisoner of the moment, but I feel like the winner of this game could have a real good chance to win that victory bowl because the way these teams are playing right now. Here we go. Throw incomplete left side. 4th down. This is to go to the victory bowl. Here we go, folks. I'm standing up. I am on my feet. I'm just a fan in the booth at this point. The Turks face a 4th and 15. Trems goes left. Forced back. It's going to be a toss here. Throw middle is intercepted. And the Sabers to Cairo. I don't know how it wasn't caught down the middle there. It looked like it was an easy completion. But the Sabers come from behind after really being down the whole second half. The whole, really, last 3 quarters. But the Sabers will head to Cairo. 55-48. And I said it looked like the Turks at the end there. They were running out of steam. And they just did. After what had been a dream miracle playoff run. But the clock has struck midnight on this Cinderella story. With the score of 55-48. King of Light for the Roblox Sporting Network signing off. And the Sabers defeat the Turks. And we'll head to Cairo to meet the winner of the Twisters and Vikings game tomorrow night. King of Light for the Roblox Sporting Network signing off. We wish you guys a great night. We love you guys, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace. As season 47 on RSN comes to a close. Ciao.